G'day guys, Clint here from EcomFire.com. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about what I do of a day, what it's like to be a sort of a location independent dropshipper, I suppose. So basically I start my days quite early because Australian Eastern Standard Time is 3 hours sort of in front of me, so I like to get up sort of and get cracking while I can and get ahead of the curve as far as business hours go. So I usually wake up about 5 o'clock in the morning, and during that time I sort of, about 5 I start heading through all my emails because it's about 8 o'clock in the morning by then in Australia. Answer any emails that come through in the late afternoon, evening, because I don't check that during the evening at all. I'll go through my AdWords, I'll go through any other little bits and pieces, any Facebook comments or anything else like that. Just all the stuff I can easily do sort of out of hours, because it's still 8 o'clock in the morning in Australia at 5 Thai time. So in that hour I sort of smash out any emails, like I said, and do a few bits and pieces. Once 6 o'clock comes, which is 9 o'clock Australia, I start hitting up the phones. If I have to ring any suppliers, I do that. Any customer inquiries that have come in during the evening or earlier that afternoon, I ring them as well, sort of get that all done sort of between 6 and 7. And then about 7 AM the kids are all up and getting ready for school, so I help them with that, have some breakfast with them, sort of send them off. And then about 8 o'clock comes around, so I'll sort of do a bit more, bit of optimization, touch base usually with Benny about 8 o'clock. Maybe we'll do a podcast or something like that, and work on some EcomFire stuff. Once I'm done with Benny, I usually eat some breakfast myself, and then muck about. I might touch base with a few of my partners in Australia, sort of quick conversations just to sort of work out what we're doing for the day, make sure everything's sweet. After that it's usually about 9:30, and basically the day's mine. About 9:30 I head out to the pool, do a few laps, go to the gym, and just sort of laze about here. It's a nice spot, palm trees everywhere. It's sort of a lovely spot, so I chill here for until about lunchtime usually, because I go to the gym first and then head out here and do a few laps and just sort of swim around, relax. But then after that, basically I usually pick up my missus. She's got a farm, she works, does a thing that way, she loves doing that. So I pick her up, we usually go out have a sort of a lazy lunch for a few hours, look around, have some, go to a restaurant. It's so cheap here, the restaurants, so it's not fancy or anything, it's just nice little Thai restaurants here or there. We just try all the different ones around the place, so it's, it's a nice little setup. So we go for a few hours there, and then she sort of goes back and checks out, make sure everyone's doing their thing at the farm, and I head back home. At that time I sort of check my emails, see if there's anything going. If there is, that's the last time I'll sort of check my emails. I'll answer any emails, and I'll make a few late calls if there's any that have come in during the time I've been away. And then that's it, I just leave it alone from then on, more or less. After that I might watch a movie, or this is just a typical day. I mean, obviously I do other things as well, but just a typical day. I might watch a movie or have a little nana nap. It gets a bit hot in Thailand, so you sort of, it's easy to do that, sort of sleep out the heat, but it's kind of what all the Thais do, really. But other than that, yeah, and then I sort of, it's basically time for the kids to come home. We eat out almost every night. Again, the restaurants are super cheap. Take the kids out, play some video games with them, or kick the footy around or whatever. So it's a really nice, easy-going lifestyle. It's not really rough and tumble. I mean, unless you're building stores, and that's when I knuckle down. That's when I sort of go berserker for 2 or 3 weeks and just go, lose my shit and work 15-hour days, 12-hour days, just getting it done. I like to smash it out and be done with it. But there's always optimization. So there's always a few hours during the day that you got to put up with that and do that business. But other than that, guys, it's a really cool lifestyle. I mean, it's just literally living the dream. So if you're watching this and you kind of would like to be doing this, I highly recommend it. The way I learned how to do it was doing the DSL course. And if you want to go and check that out, it's EcomFire.com/DSL. Go through that link, and you'll get half an hour's coaching with me or Benny. And you'll also get our Dropship Accelerator course or package included as well as a bonus. So have a great day. I'm about to jump back in the pool. Cheers, guys.